What's up, guys? How is it going? Bitcoin's taking a little dump here. So our ABC seems like it's broken here. We were looking for this 51.5 for ABC. We got a bounce there, but it seemed to be a fake out. We're gonna go ahead and remove that. Well, we'll keep it there for now to show you, that target hit. My next target's around this 46,233 range for a bounce. If this is starting to look like the 5 wave is out, the B wave ABC is out. If you guys have been watching the channel, none of this is a surprise for you. So what's up, Brian, James, Electron Power, Malvina, Incredible Crypto? What is happening? Can you guys even see me yet? What's going on? I don't see any chat movement. What's up, Raymond? There we go. Now I'm starting to see people. So anyways, obviously we're getting a nice little dip. I was talking about it in the Discord. If we lose this 51,540, there's a good possibility we get down to this 46 range. I'd expect a bounce back there up to around the 50 to 51 if we drop that low, and then come back down to test this trend line that I've been talking about for a very long time. If this bottom trend line breaks, that's going to be ugly. RSI is going to have to reset at some point here, and it'll probably be down here at the bottom of this wave 3. Make sure you guys smash the likes if you're in here. We're going to take a look at alts too, but I want to see at least 200 likes before we even take a look at the alts. All my charts from the last live on the alts, all the targets have hit. So I hope all of you have done well with that. Make sure you subscribe to the channel for daily updates and live streams. Obviously today's a live stream, a lot of action going on. Let's go into the smaller time frame real quick. Same thing. This looks like a 1-2. This would be 3 of 4 we're forming now, so I expect to bounce at some point to make our 4th wave and then continue down to the 3 here somewhat at some point. But I hope a lot of you guys didn't buy up here with the buy the dip scenario like I've been talking about. You got to be careful with that stuff, guys. The big boys are in here to take your money. Excuse me, wrong pipe. What's up, Mark, Daniel, David, Todd Grin, the real go-go. Todd Grimm says I'm going shopping. Yeah, beautiful day for crypto if you're shorting. Let's look at a couple more things here. Here's that same target. That's the drop of this triangle around the 46, 47 range. I'm also watching this falling channel in the 4-hour RSI. I expect us to get our bounce here. Again, in the bullish case, we get a bounce off this bottom trend line and continue up from there for one more push at the end of the year like everybody's expecting. But usually when everybody's expecting something, that's not what happens. But I'd be cautious. If we do break this bottom trend line here in the next week or so, it's going to be really, really ugly for Bitcoin. So yeah, just be careful out there, guys. We've broken this trend line. I can start clearing this chart up from morning. There's blood in them hills. Got in at 57. What should I do? Just hodl. I don't give financial advice. Like I said, I'm bearish on Bitcoin till the low to mid 40s here. Obviously we're gonna get bounces on the way, guys. It's not gonna just fall straight down forever. But yeah, good to see all you guys here. Make sure you smash the likes, guys. We got 97 people and only 34 likes. Let's dig into the charts a little bit. I'm gonna get this off of here for now. We're gonna take a look at where our, so I think we're in wave 1, 2. I think we're in wave 3. And if we put the fibs on here and look at this as 1, 2 up here, we're probably gonna get a bounce about right in this area. So look for a bounce right here, and that'll be wave 3 of 3. Then we should get a wave 4 up, and then continue on down from there. But this is where I'm looking at right now. I'm gonna move my stops. Hold on a second, guys. I'm gonna go over to my short, put my stops in some profit there, and yeah. Glad you're here, one of the few YouTubers that's been real about the price. Right on, man. Yeah, just don't get caught up in all the hype and FOMO. Take an actual look at the charts, what's really going on. Yeah, just be careful. Like I said, I mean, it's possible this could still be an ABC and we continue up, but man, I'd be super careful here. And like I said, I would really watch this bottom trend line here. If we lose that in this rising broadening wedge, that's pretty bad for Bitcoin. I don't think we'll lose it anytime real soon. I think this will be weeks, you know, a week or two away when we come test this. And judging by the RSI, we'll probably get a nice bounce there at least. But again, we could bounce up and go to a new all-time high off this bottom trend line. So keep a close eye on that. Let's look at the daily here. As you can see, I have these trend lines in here. Our funding rates favoring the bears. This 47.5 area has some support right here. Actually, 47.8, 48. We're about to the 21 EMA on the daily. Guys, if we break below that and get resistance there, you can take a measured move from here. And this will be over time, not one straight candle. But the measured move from that breakdown's all the way down to the 200 EMA. There's also some volume support there, about 32 to 34,000. So it's possible. I'm not saying it's going there. Nobody knows where it's going, but there are things pointing that way. So make sure you smash the likes, guys. There's 133 people. It takes 2 seconds. Scroll down. When we get to 200 likes, we're going to look at our altcoin charts that I made in the last live stream and see how that's going. Let's take a look at the dollar. As you guys know, I'm extremely bullish on the dollar for the next year or two. The dollar's pumping, looking good. This could be the start of a big crash in traditional markets, so be cautious. Gold, we're getting rejected at our 1736. You guys know I have a target around 1650. Silver, my target's between 20 and 21. I'm sure we'll get a bounce here on the 200 EMA, about $24. So keep an eye on that. But yeah, all in all, look, like I said, look for a bounce right around here. Yeah, you know what, let's put some Fibonacci retracements on this whole big move here. Just take a look at that. And guys, like I said, I appreciate each and every one of you guys for joining in. Just make sure you smash the likes. Yeah, that'll also be the 0.618 fib down there. So expect to bounce here pretty quick, guys. And we can expect our bounce to go up to, actually move this down. We may get a bounce back all the way up to around the 56,000, 55 to 56,000 if we get a heavy bounce here. Hold on a second. I am going to move my stops again. All right, let's get back in there. I'm gonna check out the live stream and see what you guys are talking about. STs said we're getting wrecked. Yeah, you know, I was saying be cautious, guys. If you guys have been around, you know, everybody was calling for, you know, $75,000 Bitcoin and whatnot. Just be careful with that stuff. There's no guarantees. When somebody's that confident in something, be cautious who you're paying attention to. Yeah, But anyway, this looks like what could be going on here, guys. Again, there's still a case that we could go up to, you know, back to that 62.7, 63,000 range. But as of right now, this is looking pretty ugly. Again, watch the 4-hour RSI, this falling channel. Looks like we're going to come down and test this bottom, and that's going to be pretty hectic. Could be as low as the 46, 47,000. Let's see where we are on the likes. Draw fib channels, please, Mike Stinger says. Fib channels where, bud? I got my fibs on here. I'm going to actually take some of these off. If we look at the... we could be coming back down. Nobody wants to look at this bottom trend line here. But it could get ugly. I would be extremely careful. Let's look at... I thought I had a BLX chart up here. This is one thing I was looking at. I showed you guys in the video yesterday. The Wyckoff method showing this could be distribution phase. Still on this one, it still has a possibility of getting up to that 63,000 range, but it's looking more like this phase here. Be careful, guys. This is not looking good. I'm curious to see what the Dow does. The Dow looks like it's most likely going to continue down today. That's going to be bearish for Bitcoin. Like I said, be cautious. The dollar is bullish. When they put fear into the dollar, that's the safe haven that they'll most likely run to and get out of all the risky assets while everybody sits in them, continuing to think they're going to continue up. So just be careful. Again, I'm not claiming I know what's going to happen, but I'm showing you what I am seeing. 200 people, only 72 likes. Come on, guys. Make sure you subscribe to the channel too. I am the only channel that was calling this weeks ago when we hit here, calling this wave either B or 2, and you can see what happens. So if you guys want real analysis where we do look at both directions, I give you confirmation points to watch for. Yeah, I feel bad. There's a lot of people losing money because of all the over bullish sentiment lately. Moonwolf said when bounces. We'll probably get a bounce in here in this area somewhere. I had showed that a minute ago. Around this 49.8, 49.9, 50 range. Obviously we're gonna have some support at 50, may get a bounce up. I do think it says wave 3, and we are in wave 3 of 3, so we have a 4 up before continuing back down to our end of wave 3. Then we'll get a big bounce back up into the 50s if this is the count. Shaved Monkey, you're welcome, man. Trap House Savvy, you were right. Thanks, man. VP, you only lose money if you panic sell. If you don't need money now, don't panic. Be careful with that narrative, guys, because if you guys were around in 2017 and 18 back here, people were buying the dip all the way back down to 3,000 thinking it was going to bounce. So just be cautious. This is the dollar chart overlaid on the Bitcoin chart. The dollar is bullish. Like I said, I believe the dollar will come up here. The dollar gets back up to this trend line within the next year or two. That's where I would buy a big hodl position for Bitcoin. The DXY is just bullish. I've been bullish on this for a long time, looking at this fractal. For those of you that watch the channel, you know, and if you don't, you better make sure you subscribe to the channel, because we do take a look at all the markets to try to figure out which way we're going. You can't just go off of one market. You need to keep an eye on everything, and we try to do that on this channel. Jesus, it's like a landslide. Up, up, up. Right on, shaved monkey. Like I said, there's still a possibility we could bounce up and continue from here, but it's looking more on the bearish side right now, and that could change. This was the line of death, basically. We've had that there for weeks and weeks, looking for that possible ABC, but we did break that one-to-one extension. So again, my target, and that's not to say we don't get a bounce up from here. We could retest these higher levels as high as 55. But it's most likely coming down to test this bottom trend line like I've been talking about forever on the rising broadening wedge. If that holds, we could see one more all-time high before the end of the year. But if this bottom trend line does not hold, it's going to be bad news for Bitcoin. We'll keep an eye on it though. 250 viewers, 100 likes. We need 200 likes, and then we're going to look at those altcoin charts that we had targets for in the last live stream. I haven't touched none of them. It's very interesting how they played out. You're going to want to see it. So make sure we get at least 200 likes, guys. Good morning, Roy. Eric Heel. Sorry if I murdered your name, but 44K will not hold. Maybe not. We'll definitely get a bounce there if we get down to that level, though. We are showing some bullish divergence in the 1 hour right now, so we could be starting our bounce here. Let's see where we're at. So anyways, I'm about to get stopped out on my short in 85% profit if we go up any higher from here. If not, continue, but I'll just re-enter another trade later. I'll look for an entry if that happens. But those of you that been in the Discord, you've been watching my trades. I started out with $500 the beginning of the week and on Monday, and I actually, as of last night, was up about 8,500. Now I'm up probably around 10 grand. So it is possible to make money with just very little bits. I want to give a shout out to PHEMEX. They gave me a shout out yesterday, right here. If you guys don't follow me on Twitter, it's CryptoSavvy1. But they gave me a shout out. Thanks to CryptoSavvy for his review of the trading platform and their new ads. So definitely check it out. There's a link below in the description if you guys want to check out PHEMEX. It only takes a second to sign up. You get a 50% bonus on top of whatever you deposit as a bonus to use towards your margin. So if you put in 1 Bitcoin, you get a half a Bitcoin bonus to use towards your margin. Savvy 25 will get you 25% off your fees. And you can check out my video, my latest one on Prime, kind of explaining, going through it quickly, how to use it. Definitely check it out if you haven't already. It's right on my YouTube page. We're getting a little bounce here. Maybe test 80 MA on the 15-minute. Let's look at the 15-minute. So we got 126 likes, almost 200. We hit 200, and we will go over the altcoin charts that I drew out last time and look how the targets played out. We are getting a little bit of bullish divergence in the 15-minute, so might get a nice bounce here. That the 8 EMA is right around 51.7. Again, guys, make sure you smash that like. We will be getting into the altcoins. Check it out. Cardano, Doge, all that we put the targets on there in my last live stream. If you were here, we're going to check it out, see how that's playing out on all those alts after we get 200 likes. DXY is super bullish. You guys, as you guys know, I've been watching this fractal. It's not to say it doesn't, you know, have some correction to go down, but I'm bullish on the DXY for the next couple of years. If you guys know anything about markets, when DXY rises, that's when all other markets fall. People say buy gold, buy silver, buy Bitcoin to hedge against the dollar. Guys, they put fear in the dollar. because they'll be getting into it while everybody else is buying the other assets and losing their money. Smart money is getting back in the dollar. That's what happens when markets crash. If you look at 2008, the last big market crash, everything, gold, silver, I've went over that in videos, everything fell. The only thing that rose was the dollar. That's where people go for safe haven. Everybody falls for it because they always put news articles out before a market crash that save your money, put it in gold, put it in silver, but all that stuff crashes with the markets, guys. All of it. The only thing that doesn't is the dollar. What's up? $151 likes, 51 more to go, and we will get to the altcoin charts and see how those played out, guys. The market opens in about 40 minutes, so that will be interesting to see how the Dow plays out. And another thing about Prime, guys, it's probably the best exchange out there. They don't trade against you like the other ones, so go ahead and check out my links. They're down below. If you guys are trading, you definitely want to check out Prime XBT. Are you long any assets short to medium term? I am not long on anything right now, Carl. I had a small long in last night after I closed my Bitcoin short. I closed my long this morning, went back into a short, and as of right now, I'm still in my short. I have my stops at 51,313. If I get stopped out, I'll be in 85% profit, and then I'll look for another entry later. Of course, I'm on a live stream, so there's not much I can do. I'm not really watching my trade too good. That's why I put stops on it. We have two of the richest people on the planet on our side. Shave Monkey said, those guys are scamming you, taking your money, man. Notice when Elon sends out his pump tweets, it pumps and then it dumps real quick. Most likely that's the big guys dumping. They're using the tweets to get you to put your money in so they can pull it out. Yeah, rich people aren't going to help you. Whatever they're telling you to do the opposite. They're after your money. That's why they're rich. That's how they get rich. Don't pay attention to news and stuff. Look at the charts, man. The charts will tell you everything you need to know. People get all hyper about their tweets and whatnot. Yeah, they can pump it for a minute, but all they're doing when they pump that is dumping on you. They're getting it so they can keep selling into the pumps and, you know, get more for their coin. Rich people are scaling out so they can buy the flash crash. ETH Carlson says could be like March, get a big flash crash. You guys, let's look at the Dow. Like I said, I've been watching this trend line that you see across here that we wicked through, and if you watch my video the day we wicked through, I made a video before that and said that we would probably wick through and get a rejection, and that's exactly what happened. If we put this in the monthly, we're up to 159 likes. We get up to 200 likes, we're going to be checking out the altcoin charts, guys. The same ones. I have not touched them since the last live stream, and we'll see how the targets hit. And if you guys watch my channel, if you don't, I would definitely, if you're interested in keeping an eye on a real look at the markets, definitely subscribe to the channel. Tick the notification bell to get you notified when I do post videos, and smash that like. This is a 100-year trend line for the Dow. Last time we touched it was 1929. And then we played with it for a few months here back in 99. And we are back at it again. We could hover around it for a while, guys. But if we come back down to here, test this bottom of that, it's going to get really, really bad. And with all the stuff going on in the world today, I think the market might actually start to feel it soon, and that could be what we see. Maybe we will see a flash crash, but it could be a long flash crash. So it might not be so flash. It may be months and months. So be cautious, be aware. I'm not saying it's going to happen. We could get back over this trend line, as crazy as the markets have been acting. If we do get support up here and start opening and close dailies above this line, then yeah, it could go to the moon. But I'd be extremely careful and cautious. This dollar is so bullish right now, guys. 171 likes. We need 29 more, and we can look at the alts. Crypto King, Tesla site added pay with Bitcoin option yesterday. If you're around for 2017, Lambos were people were accepting Bitcoin for Lambos too. This is like a total repeat, man. Jerome Washington said, CryptoSavvy, lots of buys coming in at these levels, but also a lot of supply coming in. Failed wick off spring. Last trading range was redistribution range. What do you think? Yeah, I showed that yesterday. Here's my wick off charts right here. This does look like this would say we can get back up to that $63,000, $64,000 range in wick off if we are in this wick off distribution. But this one says we've already topped out. We could, you know, get a bounce around, get back up in this range, but this looks like a distribution. What distribution is the big players distributing all their Bitcoin, taking out cash and giving it to people before a crash. So be careful. Silver, like I said, silver should get a bounce here about $24.10, $24.15. But my target for silver is around the $20 to $21 for this fall here. Gold, still looking at that 1650 range. DXY bullish for a year or two. Dow is in trouble. We'll see how it opens today, if they get a rally or what. But it did close below the 13 EMA yesterday. Dow has support right around 32,200 points, which is the 21 EMA. NPR reporting, Jerome Powell says the economy is on its way to recovery. All right. Is Doge worth an investment? Doge is a play tinker toy. All of this market is really, there's really no real fundamentals in Bitcoin or the crypto charts right now. You might get crazy news, whatever, but in all reality, all we have is price action. That's it. It's a great place to trade and make money. It's like having a bank account. You can go in, and once you learn how to trade, and pull money out whenever you want. It's awesome. Loving this 90s porn music in the background. Oh, what do we got? We got 186 likes. Come on, guys. 200 likes. We'll check out those altcoin charts. Like I said, I haven't touched them since last live screen. I don't even chart alts except on live streams for you guys. Big Papa Beats. Welcome to the Savvy Supporter Access. And guys, when I do those live trades, you need to join Discord. Show me that you have joined the YouTube channel, and then I will turn you into a member on the Discord. And I've been doing live trades in there, so. There are many bullish trend lines on alts that have broken their structure this morning. 4 more likes and we can look at the altcoins. Do you think there will be an alt season? DJ, I think you've already seen the alt season. Should I buy Bitcoin tomorrow or should I wait? You should do your own due diligence. We got 200 likes. All right, we'll start looking at a few. When we get to 300 likes, we'll look at more. The next altcoin I see that we have a chart for in the chat, that's the one we'll look at first. Actually, we're going to look at Litecoin first. Litecoin, we've almost hit our target. This, guys, remember, I made this, the last live stream was last week's where I put these targets in, and look at that. Litecoin has almost hit its target here. Could go lower. We have to watch and see what happens here. This does look like a possible 1-2. Could be going 3. Litecoin could go all the way back down and test this 146 area possibly, but it looks like it's time to get at least a bounce here in Litecoin. All right, let's take a look at Ethereum. Ethereum, we almost nailed our target there so far too. Remember guys, this live stream was from last week, so these targets were from last week. Like I said, make sure you subscribe to the channel. I give out we actually read the charts here. We don't just get hyper, you know, and start calling out crazy numbers. There are a reason for the targets. I'll also give you, you know, confirmation points of if it goes here, then there's a good possibility it goes here. If it drops to here, there's a good possibility it goes here. That's how you do analysis. You don't just make crazy predictions. So be careful. All right, let's look at ADA. Look how that one turned out. Boom, we almost hit our target exactly there too. Now if ADA, if Cardano can't get above this 200 EMA, if it can't get back above here, its next stop is probably going to be right down in this range, retesting this old channel, 77 cents, if we break that dollar. So keep an eye on it. Beware. Again, Bitcoin should be getting a bounce for the 4th of the 3rd wave at some point here. So Dogecoin, we have a target down here about 36 from dropping out of this wedge. Still look, or 3 cents, I'm sorry, not 36. And that's playing out beautifully also. It's just this is how TA works, guys. It really works. It's not 100%. You're not always going to be right, but a lot of times, you know, at least you have an advantage if you're trading. And again, I have trading links down below if you want to check them out. They all have bonuses. Some of them you get, you know, $200, $600. Prime has the best bonuses down there if you use my Savvy promo codes. 215 likes. Thanks, guys. Much appreciated. Make sure you subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. You can see how accurate we've been on our calls. So well, I don't want to say calls. I just give you my ideas. You know, nobody's right all the time, but I give you my ideas where I think it's going, and at least you won't be running on fear or greed. You can actually look at the charts for what they are. Once you get into that fear and greed and, you know, into that crazy psychology, you're not going to do good in the markets, guys. You got to keep an even keel. You got to be, you got to have, you got to, how do I say it? You got to look at the markets for what they're doing, learn what they're doing. And then none of this stuff will really surprise you. You'll have points to watch to know to get in or get out if you're trading. I mean, it's, and shout out to everybody in here that's in the Discord. Hit 1 if you're in the Discord just to see how many of you guys are in here. Brad Roberts, thanks for the support, man. Got Sirius, Desotara. Right on. Yeah, you can ask these guys how the Discord is. If you're in here, we have a good time in there. It's totally free to join the Discord. We look at both bearish and bullish case scenarios and see what's going on in the charts. It's a good place to learn. Everybody helps each other out. It's definitely a good spot to be. And like I said, it's totally free. There's a link down below if you scroll through towards the bottom of the description. You'll see the link to the Discord. Like I said, it's totally free, guys. Awesome community, great group of people in there. Swap ecosystem. All right, let's take a look at Link. I didn't look at that chart. Let's go over here, put in Link. Oh no, hold on. This is the wrong one to go in there. Let me look at right here. We'll go into Link. Oops, not in Kraken. Stay away from cracking, guys. All right, let's see how the link chart's playing out. I gotta remember which one I looked at. Was it Coinbase? Nope. Gotta remember which exchange I had the link chart on. Maybe BitFEMEX. Yeah, there it is. So there's my link target. Looks like we're headed there around 20 bucks. And again, guys, this is from the last live stream. I have not touched any of this stuff. So I expect a possible bounce here though first, but that's my target from falling out of this rising channel here. Could go lower, obviously. If we put a 1-to-1 extension in, or we put the Fibonacci extension on here from the swing high to the swing low, back up to the swing high. Yeah, I'd look for a bounce, $22 probably. Obviously, we're on the 0.5 fib now. Golden pocket zone's around the 22, so we'll put a target there also. Might get a nice bounce from that level. Silver's really taking a hit. Like I said, I look for a bounce around that 200 EMA, around the 24.17 range. Gold still getting rejected here. I'm still looking for the 1650 over the next couple weeks in gold. Thanks for tuning in, guys. Appreciate it. Make sure you smash that like, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. No money velocity. Exactly, Nanya. And that's why the dollar can rise. People say they're printing the dollar and it's going to inflate. There's no money circulating. So that'll create deflation. Dollar rise. Everything else fall. And the reason being, when the dollar has more value, it takes less dollars to buy things. Therefore, the prices of things go down. A lot of people don't explain that, understand that, or even look at markets correctly. They just look at money printers and whatever. You want to look at that. Tether is even worse. They just print money out of thin air. So if you see Tether printing a bunch of Tether, then we'll probably get a Bitcoin bounce, because that's what they do. It's probably the biggest sham in crypto. I'm gonna check my short real quick. Ooh, almost got stopped. Not quite though. Nice. Like I said, even if I get stopped, I'm 85% profit, but nice. Do you see a bear flag on the 6 hour? I don't think anybody not enough people trade the 6 hour for that to be validly used, but we'll look at it. Let me get these off of here real quick. On the 6 hour, would look like we're getting a bounce off the 200 EMA. Could be a little bullish divergence, but a bear flag, I don't see a bear flag. What would your targets be for gold and silver? I got my gold and silver targets. Haven't changed since November. We made these charts. Well, we made the gold chart in November. First target was 1736, and I said if that broke, which it did, now it's acting as resistance. Then the next target would be 1650. If that breaks, we could go as low as 1450. If that breaks, we are definitely going to be in a recession. Silver, 20 to $21 is my target. Right now, we'll probably be getting a bounce, like I've been saying, around the 24.15 range, which is a 200 EMA here. But otherwise, yeah, it's still looking pretty bearish, guys. Everything is bearish right now, except the dollar. Love that dollar chart. You have New York Stock Exchange and CBO as your main financial terrorist organizations. Carlos, no talking about that stuff in here. What was Carlos talking about? I'm starting to see Bitcoin. Oh. You are probably far from starting to see anything. Guys, if you see any shilling or any just rude, crazy stuff in here, if you're a moderator in here, just get rid of them. So anyways, like I said, another way I'm looking at this is we broke this trend line on the daily. That was a pretty important trend line. Could we come back up and retest it? Of course, but our EMAs on the daily are starting to turn pretty bearish. Everything is looking bad. And guys, it's not to say we don't get bounces. We'll get bounces in there. And in the Discord, we usually try to figure out where those are. So make sure you join that. It's free. There's a link below in the description. And make sure you subscribe to the channel. Like I said, we take an honest look at the charts, try to leave all the hype and fear and crazy stuff out of it and look at what's really going on. And we don't pay a lot of attention to the news because all that is crap. But I do expect possible decent bounce coming before we drop to these lower levels. Again, if you're just tuning in, I think we're going to retest this bottom trend line at some point in the next couple weeks. Keep an eye on this 4-hour falling channel in the RSI. I do believe we could be headed down to retest this, unless well, it looks like we're probably going to go back down and retest that, but we could get bounces in between. So the Dow opens in 20 minutes. I'm really curious to see what that does today. Band. All right, we'll take a look at band. I don't think I've done a chart on band, so let's open it up, take a look, see what we're seeing. Band looks bad. I'll give you my targets on it. Yeah, everything is looking bearish, guys, unless we have something crazy that blows Bitcoin up. But I see two possible targets here for band. Could come up and retest this area. The RSI is pretty bad here, but let's take a look. This is real simple. Like I said, I don't chart. I don't follow alts. I think they're just risky gambling, but I know a lot of people do, and you can make money trading them. I just wouldn't invest in any of them long term. They are all just pipe dream white papers. That's the first target there. And then the next one would be, that looks like a 1, 2, 3, 4. Almost a 5, almost looks truncated, and then an ABC. So let's take a look at, let's draw the Fibonacci extensions on here from the swing high to swing low, back up to the swing high, and the 1-to-1 extension. Here's my two targets I would look for on band. And again, guys, these don't come today. They don't come tomorrow. We're looking at longer term. We're looking at 4-hour charts here. But yeah, that's what I see possible for band here. We broke a pretty big trend line right here. We draw it across. And you guys, well, let's see, actually, yeah, we got some support for band around 1085. If that breaks, so I'd look for these lower targets. But again, the RSI is pretty oversold here. We probably get a bounce back up and to test the bottom of this channel here before coming down. So that's what I see there. Jerome Washington, which exchange out of your links has the best fee structure for scalping or super short time trades? I feel like I'm getting killed on Binance. Yeah, I don't like Binance. Check out Prime. They've got probably the best platform out there, and the reason a lot of other people don't talk about it, they don't pay the promoters like the other ones. Cut and dry. The other ones, BYBIT and that, they trade against their customers. They pay their shillers or their promoters a lot more than Prime, because Prime doesn't kill their people. That's why I use Prime mostly. Like I said, I do some live trading with BYBIT just because Prime has too small of text. When I share the screen, it doesn't look very good to the people I'm sharing it to, so I use BYBIT for my live trades. Matic. All right, we'll take a look at Matic. I think I had a chart on Matic too, if I'm correct. No, I'm sure. Yeah, I did. And we're almost to Matic's target, which was right around here to the 26 cents. But it's looking pretty bad. We're gonna actually throw some more targets on here. This is my next target for Matic, right down in this area. But honestly, Matic looks pretty bad. I think it'll go down quite a bit more. But here's some targets to watch for. 24 cents. If that breaks, I'd look for 12. Again, it's ready for a bounce here, so I wouldn't be surprised to get a bounce back up into this 36-cent range before continuing down lower. So again, all these turn around if Bitcoin does, so we'll have to keep an eye on that. Airdrop said Bitcoin can go to 20K this year. It very well could. It could go under 10K still, as hard as that is to believe. I have targets as low as around 9K. BYBIT. BYBIT. 1, 2. Well, this is what we're going to do for BYBIT. I'm just going to draw this wedge in here. Again, guys, this isn't financial advice. I'm just throwing some quick charts on stuff. So if BYBIT breaks this area here, which is going to be around the, if we break 5.5 cents, and I'll go ahead and put that down here. If we break that area, BYBIT could be looking to go down to BYBIT could be going down to this level here if we break down there. The bullish case is we go right back up to test the top of this, and that could be around as high as a retest of the top up here. But if we break this 5.5 cent range, you could look for a 2 cent BYBIT. So like I said, a lot of this is going to depend on what Bitcoin does here, guys. Bitcoin's getting a nice little bounce here. $49,788 looks to be strong support on Bitcoin. What do you think? Yeah, I think that'll be right around, well, let's take a look. I have it at 49,858, where I expect a bounce, but I think that'll just be wave 3 of 3. Then we'll have 4 up, and then we'll come down to our wave 3 here at 46, around the 47,000 range, and then we should have 4 up and then 5 down to the lower 40s. Possible, guys, possible. Again, I'll try to keep people updated in the Discord. But if you guys have been following the channel, like I said, none of this has surprised you. This was a very important If we can get back above the 52.7, 52.8 range, we could come up and retest this support up here around 55, or this resistance up at around 55, which is the old inverse head and shoulders neckline. What's your high estimate for this cycle, bro? This cycle could be over. Like I said, let's go back to this chart here. If we break this lower trend line here on this rising broadening wedge, I'm going to get a lot of hate for it, but I got a lot of hate for saying we were going to go down to 51.5. So do what you will. But I think we're going to come down and retest this trend line. If we get a nice bounce here and we do see another high this year, we could be up into the $65,000 to $70,000 range, possibly higher if we come up to retest this trend line, depending on if and when. 70, 80,000, whatever. But if this trend line breaks, that's all out the window. This bottom trend line, this is very important, and I still think we need to come down and at least test this within the next couple weeks or so. And if that breaks, we got much lower targets. If we break that top trend line, then it could be balls to the wall crazy for Bitcoin. But as of right now, this is what I'm seeing. And I can get these off here. That is no longer valid. Get that off there. Try to clean these charts up a little bit. Again, guys, if you're new here, make sure you subscribe. We've done really well with all our targets from last week. I do altcoins during live streams and normally just do Bitcoin updates in the morning. But when I do live streams, you know, we'll take a look at altcoins. Dow opens in 9 minutes. Will Dow pump a little bit or what? Dollar's still looking good. Like I said, the dollar could come back down and retest this 55 EMA if it gets support there at the 92.20 range. You know, if the dollar takes a drop here, markets might pump a little bit today, but it would just be the dollar correcting. So this is ugly though, guys. This is the daily, and that was a pretty hefty trend line that broke there. Let's bring this down. Well, we could look at it this way too. Could look at it that way as a rising channel. If this area doesn't break, could come up for a retest of that channel. But if it does break, wow, that would get us around 30,000. But I don't think we really have a whole lot of room in the daily RSI. Let's throw this on the daily. Well, there's another thing to watch for, guys. Let me get this off of here. That daily was a triangle in there, and we have broken it. Chances are we come back up and retest it, and this is in the RSI on the daily. So chances are we come back up and retest this before continuing down. But that's very ugly daily. Go back down to the smaller time frames. Thanks again for tuning in, guys. And thank you guys that take a second out and smash that like button and subscribe to the channel. Much appreciated. Prime Exchange work in the US. A lot of people use a VPN. You shouldn't be on the internet, period, without using a VPN. It's just not safe. VPN is some extra layer protection because you could change your IP address. When you look into Theta, yeah, what's the ticker for Theta? Is it just Theta? Like I said, I'm not big into the altcoins, guys. Theta. I think we looked at Theta. Yeah. So Looking for theta to possibly come back down to this $9.25 range. It is making a little bit of hidden bullish divergence. Might get another pop up there. But otherwise, theta would be going down to approximately, if this is the ABC. So here's my charts, or my targets for theta on the downside. That's the downside. If we come up and break this high, this is pretty simple. If it does, your bullish target's going to be coming up here to retest this one more time around the $16 to $17 range, but I'd be cautious here. Looks more like it could be bearish. We got a lot of room on the RSI to come down. Might get a bounce up and then continue down, but these are my targets here. We're actually, yeah, theta looks kind of bearish too in the daily, guys, so be careful. Again, on the bullish case, we come up, retest this trend line again. But again, guys, I don't trade the alts. I don't believe in most of the alts. I think they're just scammy. I would never invest in them, but you can make a lot of money trading them. I get that, but I make enough money trading Bitcoin. Why play with risky assets, or riskier assets, should I say? Theta mainnet release announcement might have an impact as well. I'm sure it'll be a buy the news, sell the event. That's probably what theta will be, and that's what probably this all was. Probably buy the news, sell the event. So thanks, Solo. I appreciate it. Terry A. Hey, Savvy. Is Bitcoin following the market? It seemed like they are correlated. Yeah, the market's correlated, just like it is to gold and silver and everything else. I don't know why people think when the market dumps that gold and silver are going to hold value. They all dump with the markets. The only thing that rises when markets crash is the dollar. I'll show you real quick. Let's take a look at 2008, right? This is 2008 when all other markets crashed. Let me get that out of the way. And look what the dollar did. The dollar skyrocketed, right? Let's take a look at gold, 2008, when the market crashed. Right here. That was the 2008 market crash. Gold took a dump. All the way down from almost 1100 down to 680. Let's take a look at silver. What did it do in 2008? Silver 2008 went from 21.30 all the way down to 8 cents. When the markets crash, everything else crashes with it except for the dollar. What did the dollar do? The dollar rose big time. There's a lot of people out there that really don't understand markets and how they work. And they're giving advice. I'm not giving advice. So that was a 30% rise in the dollar during the 2008 crash. So again, guys, that's usually what happens when the markets crash. So if we are about to see a market crash, expect the dollar to boom. Expect everything else to dump, including Bitcoin. It's a risky asset. Will XRP pump? XRP is a junk pump and dump. Sorry if you're an XRP fan. I've been talking about it forever. XRP, if it breaks this trend line, guys, it's pretty much a done deal for XRP. It's a garbage pump and dump. I mean, just look at the chart. I came from penny stocks, and this even makes penny stocks look bad. Or penny stocks make this look bad. It's horrible. This is the absolute most scammiest pump and dump chart I've ever seen in my entire life. It's horrible. Junk. All right, guys, make sure you subscribe. Thanks for smashing the likes. Thanks for coming around. Don't forget to tick your notification bell to notify you when I post new videos. And let's see what happens today. I'll be popping in and out of the Discord, kind of keep people updated. So make sure you join the Discord. Don't forget, you can get a 50% bonus on Prime XBT. My links are down below. Check them out. A lot of helpful links down there. There's wallet links that you get discounts or bonuses on all my links down below. Check them out. Also, check out my wife's webpage, anchorimage.com. She's got a lot of cool gift ideas on here. You can put pictures or whatever you want on anything. And it's quality stuff, guys, like this. It's not iron on. It don't come off. But anyway, there is a crypto section. You can put any project you want on it. Just let her know. Hit her up in the contact. She has shirts, coffee mugs, hats, all kinds of stuff. Check it out. It's quality stuff. Like I said, she does it all herself. And I appreciate the support all you guys have been giving the channel. And I think I'm going to get off here. You guys have a great day. I'll probably see you in the Discord in a little while. So anyways, take it easy, guys. Thanks for tuning in. And yeah, don't forget to subscribe for daily updates and live streams. We do check out alts on the live streams. Your daily updates are going to be on Bitcoin. Thanks a lot, guys. Don't forget, Discord's free. Link below in the description.